Welcome to At the Table, guys, where we put everything on the table. If you are a previous ATT, that's what we're calling it.
Yeah.
ATT watcher.
Our table shrunk.
Our table has shrunk. And we have couches now. Yeah. So, welcome to the revamped 2024 At the Table.
Mm-hmm. Mix it up.
We have elevated. We have shifted.
We're actually lower, but somehow we elevated.
We've elevated and gotten lower at the same time. You know, you gotta.
We had to humble ourselves.
Yeah. Exactly.
We got a little YouTube fan. I'm just kidding.
This At the Table is sponsored by Owala.
Wow.
Yeah, thanks, Owala.
Thanks for sponsoring us, Owala.
Yep.
Not really, but Owala, if you're watching, you can definitely sponsor us.
Owala is the best water bottle around.
Round.
I do not have one, but Owala.
I should have gotten you one for your birthday.
Yeah, you should have. Okay. But it's okay because Owala will send me one.
Do you guys carry Owalas too, or is that more of a girl thing?
Chase Van has an Owala.
There's like all black ones.
But
like
did Chase have the Stanley Cup too?
No.
See, I felt like that's more of a female.
I got an Owala originally, and then Elena saw mine, and so then she was like, I need one. Okay. And then she and Chase got one.
Yeah.
And Alyssa has one. Alyssa's also in the studio audience today.
Yeah.
So it's just a really great day. Anyways, welcome to At the Table, guys. So glad that you guys are here listening to us talk and, just rant. Anyways, we're talking this month about relationships.
It's the love month.
It's the love month. February, love,
We thought
hearts,
it was good. It was a good time.
All those things. So we're going to be talking about relationships, but not just romantic relationships.
Yeah. Relationships
in general. So I have a question that I want to propose to the group, but mostly to Jerry, because we all know Catherine doesn't like to be.
That's true. That's true.
Giving things off the cuff.
Oh, yeah, that is very true.
Okay, thank you.
No, yeah, because I was like, why didn't you bring up this question earlier? It was going through my head.
It was just in my head at the time. So anyways, when you got to a certain age, did your relationships with friends shift in, like, I guess in the way that you hung out with them, in the way that, like, you treated them or reached out, all those things? Because I feel like I'm going through a shift with my friendships now, like, as I've gotten older, where I'm just like, I kind of really like alone time, and I love my friends, but I just don't always feel the need to, like, be in an interaction with people. Yeah. But I also don't know if that's me as, like, an introvert, just becoming more of an introvert.
I would guess that's not a you thing at all. That's just, like, a progression. Like, as you grow, okay, think back to when you were in high school. Yeah. The world was dictating to you who your people were going to be. Like, it was whoever was on the bus, whoever was in homeroom, whoever was in biology, whatever. Like, these are going to be your people. But after you leave that, you're just free to, like, evolve and choose, and, like, oh, these are the people that I want to choose. But then going from, like, extroverted to introverted, I just think that's a natural. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying everybody, but I bet it's, like, a super common thing. You realize, like, I need a little bit of, like, unplug time, or I need like focus on me time. You don't. I think as you this is a blanket statement, and it might be unfair. I think in your late teen years, maybe even early 20s, you're much more of a social creature, and you gain energy from, like, the crowd and, like, being around other people. And I think as you age and as you mature, I think that kind of tapers off a little bit. I know it did with me. I mean, I love being around y'all, and I love being around people. But I'm definitely later today. I'm definitely gonna relish some, like. Oh yeah. I'm just gonna, like, it's downtime. So. Yeah. No, I think that's not universal, but super common.
No, yeah. I also feel like I've just kind of shifted to, like, I really value my friends that I have more in common with, I guess. Like, like, people that I know, like, are doing the same things that I'm doing, and just stuff like that, like, where it's just easier to be with them. And then those tend to be the people that, like, you know how people call them, like, couch friends? Mm-hmm. People you can just, like, sit on the couch with and, like, not talk to, and, like, you still have the best time. Like, those are the people that I'm like, like, those are my people now. Yeah. Like, I just, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe that sounds crotchety, but.
Crotchety?
I don't think so.
Like, old and crotchety.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah.
Do you have couch friends, Catherine?
Oh, yeah. And I do.
I honestly,
we call them our sibs.
Okay, I've never heard that term before. Couch friends.
Oh yeah,
Somebody you can just sit there.
It's literally where we don't have plans, but we're just sitting on the couch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it is silent. Most of the time somebody is talking.
Yeah. But it could be nothing, and these are the people that you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, we went to I guess technically it was a beach house last weekend.
Yeah.
And literally we were like, we're going to take naps, but we all sat on the couch. I watched the movie that we put on for our
took
nap
myself
time.
to my bed because I knew I was not going to make it.
But it was like 3 of us on a couch. 2 were sleeping. I was watching the movie, and I was perfectly content. Like, I was like, this is the best time of my life. Perfectly content. Yeah. Just listening to everybody snore.
Yeah.
Like,
everybody's like, what'd you do this past weekend? Oh, slept. Really? Nothing. Yeah. But,
Did
it was a
go
good...
away?
Like,
yes.
Sounds like heaven.
But, it was good. We all needed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. But then I also feel like relationships... dating-wise, I'm switching topics.
Okay.
Dating-wise, like, I feel like the way that people date now is so different, too. Mm-hmm. Like, I think, obviously, high school relationships are so different than, like, after, like, post-high school relationships. Yeah. But, like, I feel like even the way that people look at relationships and how they... like, go into them are just so different. Yeah. Like, I feel like all my friends that were older growing up, like, they were always... it wasn't as casual of a dating relationship, whereas like now, like I feel like it's super casual until it's not. Like it's kind of like it's really casual, and then all of a sudden it's hey, like now it's really serious, and like we gotta choose, you know, what we're gonna do. And I feel like that's such a shift too, in how people just even look at relationships. Like it's just kind of like you're either just here and I'm just sitting here around you, or we're like in this thing. And I don't know, I feel like that's weird and hard to like understand sometimes. Yeah.
I have another thought, and I guess maybe kind of goes along. And I don't know if this is true. Maybe it's not true, but I wonder. Just categorize it under I wonder if the culture that we live in, which is very on demand, like I get to customize really my whole experience every day, however I want it to be. I wonder if that bleeds into like the way that we look at somebody that we want to date. Like something that I seem to see and hear is like, here's what I need, or this is what I want. And I think that it might bleed from like, even like our entertainment. Like we can have on demand everything. Like I want to watch The Office season 6, episode 3 when I want to watch that, you know? And does that bleed into like this customization that it's really all about what I want or what I need? Like I've seen many times, like on social media, people will be like, I want to get the people out of my life who are not good for me, or something like along those lines. Or like we went through like the cancel culture kind of thing. Like anything that's not good for me, or anything that is not comfortable for me, I just want to get it out of my life. And I wonder how much of that plays into like the relationship mentality that we might, like in our culture now, we might be going into a relationship already self-centered, like even more than the normal human being is self-centered. But like I want to customize my experience around what I want, what I need. And I would submit that a healthy relationship is like the opposite of that. Like it's, what does this person need? What does this person want? I want to like be able to serve them.
Yeah. I also feel like, I mean, statistically, people are getting married later, like they're having kids later, like there's that shift too. And so I feel like even as people are approaching dating or friendships or whatever the case may be, like they're like, I don't need to really define what this is right now in a way that's going to help propel to the future, because like I'm not planning on getting married for another like 5 years, you know, like whatever it is. Like I feel like that's also like a thing. And even like in my dating experience, like I feel like that's also kind of what the conversation is. It's like, oh, like I don't plan on like getting married for like another like 5 years or whatever. Like, yeah, like I kind of want kids. Like maybe I want kids, but like, you know, like when I'm like almost 40, and I'm like, bro, I'm gonna be old. Like, no, like not trying to do that. So I feel like that's also like a shift too. Like people are like, I don't need to really like define this or whatever. And there's like that like slim, like select few that are like, no, like I'm ready to like actually be serious about this. Like I want to like do right by you by like giving you what my intention is and things like that. And typically those are the people, in my experience, I'm not saying this for everybody.
Right.
I'm saying from my experience, typically those are the people that like really do have like a solid foundation, like in Jesus. Yeah. Like they're like, I want to do right by you and like clearly show you what like my intention is. Yeah. But it's really hard to even like in the Christian dating pool to find people that are like doing that. Yeah. Like that is really hard too. Yeah. Yeah. It's just not great out here, Jerry. Yeah.
Well, another thing that we're going to talk about later on is the whole dating thing, like the advent of the dating app and why, like that's become like that's the way you interact with people. Here's a question. This is totally like off script and I don't have like, I don't know. This is a thought that I had. Okay. Is there an equivalent? This is gonna sound so lame. Is there an equivalent of like a dating app, right? But let's just say you just want to have like a friend, like you just want to meet somebody. Yeah. Is there like an app for friends? Just like, what is that?
So like Bumble does dating and friends. Bumble. It's a dating app.
Okay. Bumble? I never heard of that. I was literally thinking like the last
few commercials out.
I'm so sorry. No, I've never heard of Bumble. I've seriously never heard of it. But it's like I was literally, in the last couple weeks, I was thinking, I know. That's cool. I'm totally comfortable with that. I'm totally fine. I know who I am. Yeah. I know where I'm at in my life. That's cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I was thinking like, because I know about dating apps and stuff. Yeah. And I know that. But like, what if somebody just wants to like, make a friend.
Yeah. Know? So Bumble has a friend section like where you can like just say like you're just looking for friends. Yeah. A lot of people will do that like in colleges, like they'll do Bumble friends. Like people like RAs will say like download Bumble for Bumble friends and like see who's around campus and you know all the things and they'll like
so scary.
You know, make friends that way. Outside of Bumble, I don't really know if there's other apps that do that, but I'm sure that there are.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you're listening out there and you know some, tell us about it.
Yeah. Okay. Good to know about Bumble.
We don't know. Tell them about Bumble because what?
Yeah. I saw you know about Tinder, right? Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
I know about that. And Hinge.
Yeah.
Right?
So how do you not know Bumble?
I don't know. Somehow I missed the memo on Bumble. Wow. I did not know about.
Yeah. It's a whole thing.
All right. Okay.
There's so many, Jerry.
I'm glad somebody saw the need and like filled it with an app.
Yeah.
Bumble.
They did. Bumble. Yeah.
I think they started with dating and then they added the BFF.
Oh, okay.
So I kind of think it was the opposite.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know. Someone tell us what the origin story of Bumble is.
Yeah, right? Yeah, we can do some research or something.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I
won't do the research.
There with Tinder.
I just threw that in. That's totally random thought.
Yeah, they were competitors.
Interesting.
And then I think, I'm pretty sure it's like pretty, like they're, I don't know. Don't ask me.
Yeah, we're gonna learn.
Yeah, I don't know
about that.
I don't know.
And then they're like, let's one up Tinder. Let's add a BFF thing. That's in my head. Their marketing.
Yeah.
But don't ask.
Yeah.
Don't ask me.
Were you a big dater when you were growing up, Jerry?
I found that I had an emotional vacuum that always I needed to have a sense of I'm with them. Like I needed like a companion. So yeah, I had a lot of girlfriends like through high school and stuff. Yeah, I was very and I didn't do it well. Like I was not a good.
Oh, so you really weren't.
I wasn't a good boyfriend. No, I wasn't. But but it comes back to like I needed to feel loved. I needed to feel like I'm connected to somebody. I needed that companionship. So I had some. Yeah, wow. And none of them were like what I would consider like until the one. None of them that I would say like were super serious.
The one as in your wife.
No, no. There was one. This is gonna. I will save this for another time. But there was one that was very serious. Like.
So he's saying everybody else was just little
but it was destructively serious.
Then you had one.
Yeah, it was
actual
right.
girlfriend.
Yeah, I would say that I was very serious about, like very serious. Yeah.
Wow.
And that's another.
And then led you to your beautiful wife.
Right. Another part. No, actually, that didn't happen that way. But
Jerry was trying to.
But no, that was my junior year of high school.
Your own.
Right. No, it's okay. My wife knows. she knows my story and everything. Yeah. I'll spare you all the gory details, but there was a very serious relationship that I was in high school. Okay. But dating. Yeah, I dated.
Yeah, I'm not a great dater.
Yeah.
Just putting it out there for the world.
Yeah.
Catherine makes fun of me because literally we'll be at a place and she'll be like, that guy's looking at you. And like...
No, okay. Literally, we were at... When this sounds old. We were at a mall. I know people don't go to malls anymore.
It's fine.
Jerry's like, what?
What's a mall?
What?
Is that where you get the bumble?
And literally...
Yeah.
Literally, this guy was following us. Like, to the point where I was like, Janelle, just go. Like, literally be like... We were in Florida too, I think.
Yeah,
like I was like, you're never gonna see him again.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, go just ask for his number.
Right.
Like he's following us. Like we are moving across this food court, and eyes are like locked on you.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't know, and like freaking out. And I was like, we are in Florida. I was like, you're never gonna see him again. Literally, just do it.
I just get stressed.
And she went back in and swears they
I
met
did.
in
You
the
left?
hallway.
No,
Swears all this happened. And I was like, sure, we were all not looking.
No,
you all
see
stood
what
and meet the
happened
man.
was, I went to
And
the bathroom.
this has happened 3 times where she's like, I did it. And we're like, where were we? Like, okay, sure. Like,
And they never believe me, but I have a random spurt of courage, and then I'm like, okay. Or it's just like, there's no other way to not interact with this person.
Yeah.
Like, it just kind of happens. So in this situation, we were leaving, and I was like, ooh, I need to go to the bathroom. So I walked back into the mall.
Yeah.
I went to the bathroom. Literally, I'm walking out of, it was like a really long hallway that like took you to the bathrooms.
Right. Like,
and I was
like mall bathrooms.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm walking back out. He's walking in.
Yeah.
And so we literally crossed in the hallway.
Yeah.
And he said, I don't even remember what he said to me, but he said something to me. So then we stopped, had a really just short conversation. Yeah. Very short.
Yeah.
Look, told him I was visiting, all these things. Come back. I was like, I spoke to him, guys.
Yeah.
Like, and Catherine was like, did you get his number? And I was like, oh, no. Like, like that's too much.
I was like, I don't believe you.
Okay.
I don't believe it happened.
So they never believed me.
All right.
And then recently we were out again, and I randomly ran into this. No, he came up to me, and it was some stupid pickup line, and it was dumb. I don't remember. Do you remember what it was?
It was something like you look like my girl, or no, my girlfriend. I don't know.
Oh, he said, you look really familiar to me, and I was like, God, you don't look familiar to me. I don't know. And then he was like, I don't know. You just look like somebody. And I was like, who do I look like? And he was like, my future girlfriend. And I was like, gag me.
No.
Boo.
Yeah. But she found out he was old.
I was like,
No.
so I'm 27. He's 20. Was he 23 or 24? And I was
He's
like
23.
Yeah.
I was like, you're a child to me.
Yeah.
You're a
It's a
child.
lot that happens between 23 and 27.
Yeah.
Like you become a different person.
Yeah. And I was
And
like,
I said, so? And I was like, you didn't get his number? She's like, he's 23. And I was like,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
yeah.
It's like,
it's like, no, thank
no
you.
go.
So yeah,
Bless
dating
him.
is hard.
Bless him though.
Yeah, dating
He
is hard.
tried.
Bless his
He
heart.
tried.
Hey, listen.
Bless
He
his
tried.
heart.
Bless his heart.
You gotta shoot your shot.
Bless his
You know?
heart.
Let's shoot your shot. I'm not a shoot your shotter. I don't know. Can we make that like a verb?
Shoot your shotter.
I'm not a
Right.
shoot your shotter person.
Right. Uh-huh.
I don't shoot my shot.
I will say, I think it's very weird that you had a conversation in a bathroom hallway in a mall with a total stranger. So
Yeah.
I do think on some level you did. I mean, not like
Yeah.
you weren't trying for anything,
Right?
but
No. Yeah.
but he did, who started the conversation?
He did. He
Okay,
did.
so
Yeah.
that was him
He did.
shooting his shot.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
But that's just
It was
a
a lot.
weird
That's
place.
a weird
That's a
time.
weird.
That's
like,
what I'm
I have
saying.
never.
Like, it's gotta be like right
Never.
time, right place, right circumstance.
Right.
You know,
Because
all
the
things.
smells in the air.
What
I'm
a
just
what a
not trying
romantic
to.
what a romantic setting.
Lingering poop in the
You know
air.
what?
I'm
I
just not
smell
trying to
that
do
urine
that.
cake.
Sewage.
Yeah.
Urine cake.
Uh-huh.
Oh gosh.
Two words that shouldn't be together.
Yeah, I don't understand why it's called that, but that's
Anyway.
fine. But yeah, anyways, so yeah.
So, all right.
Anyways,
Okay,
yeah.
if we can, I want to ask you this. You said I'm not a great dater.
Yeah.
What then makes what qualities would make someone a good dater?
Okay, so when I say I'm not a good dater, I guess I'm not a good initiator of
Okay.
opportunities
Okay.
for dating.
Okay, I understand that.
That's where I'd really put that.
Okay.
I'm not a great initiator of opportunities.
But we're zooming out. This is not about you.
Yeah.
We're zooming out. What qualities makes a good dater?
I think somebody that's open for any possibility.
Okay.
Somebody that's willing to take the time to like get to know someone and like
Yeah.
full totality.
Yeah. Not like it, you mean not in a rush.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, not in a rush.
Just let
also,
it
like,
happen.
just like the little bits of information, like they're not like, ew, ick, and then like back out.
Are you talking about me? No.
Are you sounding like something trivial and then
I get the ick.
Yeah.
Quick.
Catherine, I wasn't talking about you, but we
Oh,
could
you
talk
were
about
laughing
it.
and you said that, and I was like,
No.
why is she laughing?
I was just laughing in general. Catherine does get the ick very quickly. Have you heard of the ick?
I mean, I can piece that together. Like, I can
Basically,
understand what it is.
okay, so like an example of like an ick is like, I can't even think. Alyssa, give me an example of an ick.
Yeah, listen, I
I love it.
Exactly.
All right, I got
That's
one.
why-
It's a man wearing flip flops. Cause that little no,
Is that-
I do not want to hear.
Okay. I just want to be clear.
Like,
So just a guy, period, in flip flops.
yeah, like
That's it?
It's like
That's
just
and
That's
that,
ick?
that would make Catherine be like, I don't want to date you.
no. If you like toes out,
So
no.
you want his flip
Dogs
flops to be
out.
silent?
No, it's just a weird like if
She
I'm at the
doesn't want you
grocery
to wear
store and I
flip-flops in
hear
general.
flip flops behind me and I turn around and it's a man, that's like weird to me. I mean, that's just.
I mean, it just sounds like
It
you're
gives me the
against
ick.
dudes in flip flops.
I mean, maybe.
All right. Because you're not going to wear flip flops and not
I'm
make the
just-
noise.
I have a very hard.
That's why they're called flip flops.
I know
'Cause they flip
exactly,
and
but
they
it's just
flop.
weird.
All right.
I get if you're like going to get the mail, like if it's just like a little like slipping on whatever. But like if you are out in public
Yeah.
and you
Toes
choose
out.
toes out, flip
Dogs
flops
out.
in January,
Right.
Any
Okay.
time of the year. But like
Okay.
really, it's like those people that like it's part of their like. Do I?
I'm
wear
trying to
flip-flops?
process this. What
He
about
goes,
slides?
Mary,
Isn't
I'm throwing
slides the
it
same
all-
thing?
No, slides are okay. It
I do
depends
not
on the
appreciate guys
outfit.
in slides.
I don't.
Yeah.
It's only
like-
appropriate if you're like if you're an athlete.
Yeah.
Like that makes sense.
No, right?
But-
But you're like out just doing your
Just
thing
flipping
and
and
like
flopping.
wearing slides. Like what?
But flip flops is weird though, because
I
like you
can
gotta
see
put
it.
your toe like
Yeah.
splitting your toes up.
Right. That little thing there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ick. All right.
So that's
Okay.
an ick.
Yeah.
And basically, it's like something that's like immediately going to make you go, oh, nope, I can't be with you.
Yeah.
So I feel like somebody who's like willing to like look past some of those things to like
Okay.
dig deeper,
Yeah.
is also going to be somebody that's going to be like a good dater.
So not
Yeah.
me.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
just
no.
so like I guess wrapping it up, like willing to be open to opportunities. You know, however they come presented.
Yeah.
Someone who's not going to immediately get an ick and just
Yeah.
like cut somebody off
Yeah.
without really getting to know them. And then 3, somebody who's willing to like really invest time in like getting to know somebody fully.
Yeah.
And not just like the shallow pieces like of them.
Yeah.
Would be somebody that's considered
Yeah.
to be a good dater.
Yeah.
Because then you get to really know somebody and like you get to see like, is there compatibility?
Yeah.
Is this something I even really want to like venture down the road?
Yeah.
You know, like all of those things. I feel like those 3 things are like good top 3.
All right. I will throw this out. If you want another perspective on dating, watch Love on the Spectrum on Netflix.
We were just
It's
talking
so
about
I
this
love
show.
it.
Good.
It's
It's so
cute.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to watch it.
Yeah.
I haven't
You
so
need
seen
to.
it yet.
Love on the Spectrum. Yeah.
They're just like, you
It's-
want to go to get
it's
froyo, and
so
they like are just the cutest little things.
It is.
Oh,
It's
wow.
so cute.
All right.
I
Maybe
love that.
pick up some dating tips from Love on the Spectrum.
Yeah, maybe.
It could happen.
Nice. I love that. I don't even know if we really talked about anything substantial in this, but great.
No, I think we did.
Okay.
We did. We learned a
As
lot.
long I just got my ick out there, so
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
really
Now we
what
know.
I needed.
Now
to
guys
Do
are
you
not
have
even
an
gonna...
ick?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I don't think so. I've been so far off the market of like dating. Like, I don't think I do.
Try
But
to think of another
my
ick.
wife and I have
have
both
2
said
big
emphatically, like, if anything happens to you, I'm out. Like, I'm done. I'm not.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
We've-
not going
we've also
back.
talked about that, her and
No.
I. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is interesting.
Yeah. My icks are someone who's a mouth breather. And somebody who like
okay.
chews with their like if I'm sitting across
Yeah,
from you
yeah,
and I
yeah.
see you
Oh,
eating and chewing your food,
right. Okay.
either let's learn how to chew with
Right.
our mouth closed, or I'm actually out. Because don't you dare start talking to me and little pieces of your food
I like how
are coming out.
Obviously, obviously you're in an elementary school context because you say let's, not like you're gonna, because that's like the you're gonna round the edges.
Help,
Why don't let's not hit each other.
Let's figure it out. Yeah, let's figure it out. Yeah, Jamie, do you have icks?
Actually, similar to eating, holding the fork wrong.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah. It's like, are we four? No, yeah.
Are we four?
You're a cave woman, I guess. Like,
not a cave woman. Yeah. No, yeah. Also, quick plug out there for all the ladies. Can you just go ahead and zoom in on me real quick? Quick plug out there for the ladies. Jamie is single. And he is looking to mingle. Okay,
so
he loves
brunettes. Utensils.
He loves brunettes. He's really fun.
You know that.
Huh? Oh, we've talked about this, Jamie. We've talked about this.
Yeah.
He loves brunettes. He's quite tall. So we're not looking for anybody who's like super short.
Unless he likes
compatible in height.
Yeah.
5'5" minimum.
Yeah.
5'5" minimum.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So anybody out there who's brunette, 5'5" minimum, Jamie's great. He's a catch. Just hit us up at.
We'll screen your application.
Send your audition videos with you with a fork in your hand.
Eating.
You have to be eating something.
We put everything on the table. We're gonna do a game called OK Boomer. You're not technically a boomer, are you?
Oh no!
Okay.
Are you crazy? None of us are boomers.
That's true.
That's
you
just
said
the
you're
name.
Gen X.
I'm
right?
Gen X.
Okay.
The name of like the actual deck of cards, the game is called OK Boomer.
Okay.
So if anybody wants to look for it, OK Boomer, we do.
My dad's a boomer.
We love our boomers.
I love my dad.
Yeah.
Shout out to Freddie.
That's right.
Boomer.
Yep.
So we're playing a game called OK Boomer. I'm a millennial. You're Gen X.
Yep.
And you're Gen Z.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
We got 3 generations here.
3 generations represented on the couch.
Yeah.
All right, so let's play this game. Jenny's gonna ask
so this
us
is
questions.
from the Gen Z. This is from the Gen Z. Gen Z deck. Okay.
Great.
There's like 5 decks in there. So if you're looking for it, the game is called OK Boomer. Okay. So I got questions lined up. Okay. What 2014 viral challenge helped to raise awareness for ALS?
Ooh, what's it called? The bucket. Well, ice bucket challenge.
Ice bucket challenge. Yes, good job. Got that one.
That was 2014.
Yeah, that was 2014.
Whoa.
What
that was the year
famous?
I graduated high school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait, are we gonna keep points? Because I'm trying to win.
This is your okay.
This is your.
Okay, I was like technically
so
that was
that
me.
one right?
Yeah.
Okay. Here, I'll put it over here. And
Yeah.
then Catherine's over there.
Great.
Okay. All right. What famous running event was the target of a terrorist attack in 2013?
The Boston Marathon.
Boston Marathon. Yes.
Not where I thought that was going.
Yikes.
I'm sorry, that's not funny.
Right. You're laughing about terrorism over
I
there.
was just like, I was like, so, and I was like.
And by the way, I chose pretty easy questions. So.
Okay.
All right.
This is Gen Z.
This is Gen Z.
It's everything that happened in our
2018.
I guess.
Right.
Okay.
Prince Harry of Sussex married what American actress?
Meghan Markle.
Meghan Markle.
She's gorgeous.
Catherine, I'm not trying
You
to.
suck as a Gen Zer.
Maybe I'm. What's the? No, I'm not. What is the next one? Alpha? No, Gen.
What?
No, never mind.
I don't know.
Z is like the current one, right?
No, they have another
Gen
one.
Alpha.
Yeah.
I've heard.
Like you're.
Mosaic,
I think those are like the babies. Anyway, I don't know. I'm just struggling.
Okay. All right. Susan Bennett is the voice for what virtual assistant?
Siri?
Siri, yes. That one.
When you said Susan
Now
Bennett,
you
I
know
was thinking
Susan
that lady
Bennett.
that was on America's Got Talent that sings
Susan
the opera.
Boyle.
Susan
that
Boyle.
was Boyle.
Yes.
Okay.
I know. I was
Susan
like, she's
Boyle.
a voice of what?
Yeah.
I was like, of opera.
Oh, that would be all right with me. I like the British accent, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. In 2019, the Event Horizon Telescope team published the first ever captured images of what?
Pluto.
2019.
Isn't that when Pluto wasn't a planet anymore? Isn't that when
Oh, I feel bad about that. I feel bad for Pluto.
I don't know.
But
I was
wasn't
just
it
trying
like
to figure out.
reinstated as a planet?
Maybe.
Yeah, it was.
I
Maybe a
can't keep
dwarf
up.
planet or something?
Yeah.
I
Anyway.
have no
Captured
idea.
the first what?
Water on
Captured
Mars.
the first ever captured images of
That
what?
sounds so dumb.
This is the Event Horizon Telescope.
Do you know this, Jamie? Okay.
Really?
No.
Nobody? All right, black hole.
What?
First
There's
black
not
hole.
Pictures
What
of
does it
that?
look like? Black?
I don't know. I'm supposing it's black.
What's it look
that?
like?
Isn't it like the whole point
Just
is
darkness?
there's no light? I'm so okay.
I
don't
could have
know.
done that.
Listen, don't shoot
I
the
know, I feel
messenger.
like I'm
I'm
just
just reading the
sounding-
cards.
No, I'm just
Okay.
sounding uneducated.
I'm
Okay.
I could have done that
All right.
and posed it as a black
All right,
hole.
this one's under trends. Okay.
Ooh.
The Backpack Kid
Oh,
was famous
oh
for
my
performing
gosh.
what dance?
the floss.
Oh.
Flossing,
Is that what-
yes.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called.
I can't do that.
You got it.
Oh, where is
Yeah.
he now?
I don't
So we're in
know.
a backpack somewhere.
Yeah, where are they now? Yep. Okay.
No.
He has a
What?
rap career now.
Two.
Does he really?
Yeah.
He has a rap career now?
Really?
Shut up.
Oh wow.
I need
All
to
right.
start doing
All
something.
right, Jamie,
Right,
coming
find
in,
him
coming
on
in with the
SoundCloud.
information.
Find him on SoundCloud.
Not a
Alright.
good one. But
What's his rap
He's
name?
sorry,
Backpack
Backpack
Kid?
Kid.
Backpack Kid. Yeah. All right. What two fast food restaurants squared off in the infamous chicken sandwich war in 2019?
Oh, Chick-fil-A and Popeyes.
Yep. Chick-fil-A and Popeyes. That's right.
Why do I not?
All right.
No. All right, got my one.
All right. Those were the ones. I'm just gonna open. Those were the ones. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
go with one more.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's
do
see.
one more so I can
Okay.
maybe win.
Which NFL player started the protest gesture
Oh.
of kneeling during the national anthem in
What's that man's
2016?
name? I sound like one of them old aunties, the old black aunties. They'd be like, "What's his name? Baby, what's your name?"
Oh my gosh. Does it start
Colin
with
Kaepernick.
Yes.
There we go.
Yeah,
Got
I
it.
was not. I thought-
Janelle
I was gonna ask you
crushed.
something.
Crushed
Crushed.
it. I'm a better Gen Zer than you.
Crush Gen Z
I
questions.
feel like I was just a
But
little bit
hey,
too young.
don't worry. You got that Siri question.
I was just-
Yeah, it wasn't a shutout. That would have been embarrassing.
yeah, I at least got one.
I mean,
You got one.
One?
You're on the
I
board.
got
You're on
Susan
the board.
Bennett.
All right.
Bet you didn't know
Yeah,
that.
Susan
she was
Bennett.
the voice of Siri.
What's the
Whatever.
Siri?
Okay,
Yeah.
good for you.
All right.
All right.
So
I
that
know
was
my
it.
Siri.
Okay, boomer.
Okay, boomer.
Okay, boomer.
Here we put everything on the table. So, we're moving on to our next segment. It's called What Would You Do?
What would you do?
We're gonna listen. We have not listened. Jerry and I have not heard
Yeah, we're
this
coming in fresh.
scenario yet. We're coming in real fresh,
Yeah.
hot and heavy,
Hot and fresh.
and hot and fresh.
But
And
this
that
is a real
Subway's-
thing.
and that
This is a
Subway's
real
logo-
situation.
This is a real situation.
Wait, isn't Subway's logo hot and fresh?
No, you're thinking of
That's Quiznos.
Little Caesars.
Oh.
You're thinking of Little Caesars Hot and Ready,
Oh, hot and ready.
Wait, what's
which they should
Quiznos?
never. That should not be their logo.
Because
It's never
anymore.
hot and
It's
ready.
It is
never
never
hot and
ready.
ready.
It probably
Anyway.
used to.
Yeah.
Oh, Subway's is eat fresh, not hot and
fresh.
fresh.
Oh.
I just combined them
Wait,
both.
what's
Yeah.
It's fine.
Quiznos? Is Quiznos still around?
I don't know.
Are
Is
all
Quiznos
gone now?
still around?
No.
I don't know. They might be
Anyways,
I think it
okay.
was
What would you do?
Toasty.
Here's our scenario.
Oh.
You got it.
You have to read it.
I was still thinking about Quiznos. I was a little
Okay.
angry. All right, so this says my husband, 37 male. Oh, okay. So it says my 32 female. So she's 32
She's
years
32.
old.
Okay.
Her husband is a 37 male. And they have been married for 6 years. He has always played video games, but not to the extent that he is now. He does not like to help out around the house. He'll leave stuff all over the house. And every Thursday I'm home late because I work. Oh, after work I go to the barn. I always ask him that Thursday morning to please walk the dog and empty the dishwasher, start the load of dishes, the whole list. And she thinks that he doesn't even she thinks that he does not even let the dog out because the dog usually rushes to the back door as soon as she gets home and goes to the bathroom right away. In case you guys
Okay.
wanted to know.
So that's the evidence.
Right.
Yeah. So she's like, this dog is like waiting. So she's like, I don't think he even lets the dog out. Basically, they've had multiple arguments about it. He plays on the weekend He plays video games on the weekend for close to 9 to 10 hours.
So it's a full-time job.
Yeah, and she said she just gets lonely sometimes.
Wow.
They're starting therapy this week, but she
Good
has
for
her
them.
doubts. I doubt he'll take what the therapist says seriously.
Yeah.
And she says, I need words of support.
All right.
Or what should she do? She's talking about divorce.
Ooh.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, I mean, I think she's very valid in, feeling her feelings about this. And if you are having somebody who is spending basically a work day's time frame and playing video games each day, like, that's a lot. And I'm sure she's lonely.
Yeah.
I'm sure she is. And I'm sure it's frustrating to have to keep saying, I want you to do this, or can you do this? And it doesn't get done. I'm sure that's really hard. So, I mean, she's valid in feeling this way.
Yeah.
For sure.
I would cut some wires, break the controller.
Yeah.
Just see what happens.
I think it. I think
cards, you can't go buy another one.
I think it's easy to like vilify or demonize the gaming, and just be like, "Oh, video games." Because I've heard a lot of other people in the past be like, "Oh, video games, the downfall, brains are rotting." I don't think video games are the problem. I don't think
Correct.
video games are like lead to serial killers shooting up malls or anything. I think that you can have somebody who's interested in gaming, but have like a scheduled time. Like, I'm going to do it at this time, and there's an agreement between the two. If it's okay with you, I'm going to, like, from Thursday nights from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m., I'm going to play Call of Duty, and I know that that's not going to take away from anything that you would need me to do. So I think there's a workable solution. I am glad that they're going to counseling. It sounds like they definitely need it. And I'll say something that I think it might be, I don't know, unpopular, or maybe it's too harsh. Situations like this, I think, should be looked at as infidelity. I think he's being untrue. He's being unfaithful to his wife, and he's dedicating time. And honestly, he's dedicating emotional energy. Yeah. He's investing emotionally in something other than his wife. And I think that constitutes infidelity. And I think men can do it with football. They can do it with poker. They can do it with working on their car. They can do it, in any kind of way. So gaming is not the issue, but I think he's investing emotionally in something or someone other than his spouse, which I think is really, that's the issue. So I would say look at it as he's cheating on her with, with something that sounds weird, or someone else. Yeah.
I would even, if I was to give somebody advice in this situation, I would also encourage her to ask him, like, what need is playing video games filling for you? Because maybe it's something that we can figure out, okay, well, if it's your, like, decompressing time, like, after work or, whatever it is, then maybe let's find an activity that, like, we can do together that can help you, like, release whatever was going on during the day, or maybe it's you do this for, like, a certain amount of time, like you said, and then we also do this, and like that becomes some of your, like, downtime. Like, I would just figure out what is the need that's filling for him, to figure out, okay, well, like, how deep is the issue, and what else can we do to fix it? Because you can take away, like, because it could be reading. Like, he could sit and read for 10 hours in the day on a Saturday and never talk to her. And it's going to be the same issue, So it's like, what is the need that's filling for you? And maybe it's something that he's trying to escape from. So just trying to figure out what's beneath it, to figure out how do we replace it, how do we fix it, and how do we create something that's going to be healthier for the both of us, like, in this scenario. Once you figure out what's the need there that he's trying to fill with that.
I would also suggest that he goes to some kind of addiction support group, because clearly there's an addiction issue there, because you're not gonna I'm not going to get, there are certain chemicals like the pleasure, the dopamine thing that he's getting, like, time after time in this activity, in this gaming world that he's in, and he's probably immersed in it, and you're just not going to get that from, because you got, it's like a detox. You got to kind of come down off of that. He's going to need help. He's going to need support. It's almost like a Gamers Anonymous or something like that, so he can get some help, right? Not GTA, because that'll just make the problem worse.
Yeah, but. That's triggering.
Right. Yeah.
That's tough. Man.
So I think they need couples counseling.
Update.
Yeah, homegirl, if you're out there listening,
right?
32-year-old female, if you're out there listening, hopefully counseling's going well, and our words help. But if you're going through something similar and you're not this 32-year-old female, hopefully this helps too. Sometimes you gotta dig deep.
Yeah.
We always like to look at what's on the surface of it, and clearly, video games is on the surface for this issue, but what's underneath it?
Yeah.
And I would start there. I'd figure out what's underneath that, and hopefully they found a good counselor, and that counselor's helping them figure out what's underneath all of that.
Yeah.
Because I also think that if there's pieces of it where if she's asking for something and you're not doing it too, the video games are also not the issue. Like, it's a part of the issue, but like there's also a respect issue.
Right, sure.
So there's lots of layers to that.
Yeah.
So I hope they figure it out.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well, great question.
Yeah.
On par with our theme of relationships.
Yep.
Yup.
Great. Good job. Okay.
Thank you.
Well, we've done it, guys.
We did it.
We have done it.
We did it. We did it. We did it. Yeah.
Dora? Yeah, it's Dora. Yeah. Well,
She's been great. Great.
you hung in this long. Thanks for watching, guys, and thanks for being a part of At the Table Revamped. That's what I'm calling it. At the Table Revamped.
Yeah, we're just season 2.
Yeah, this is season 2.
Season 2.
But it's also a revamped season.
It is.
True.
It is. We're
It's a
different.
whole new location.
Every season should be revamped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got different location, different
location.
setup.
Yeah, next
Yeah.
we're gonna be on a cruise.
We're in a different
time.
order too.
I'm gonna manifest that for us.
Yeah. The At the Table cruise.
Yeah, we're just gonna go on a.
Get your tickets today.
What is that? That like 9-month cruise that is like happening right now.
Really?
Oh man,
That's
it's
a
all
thing?
over my
Oh, is this
TikTok.
the one where they paid like all the influencers to go on the boat?
I think maybe it's expensive because it's
Dang.
for, like
Well,
9
we're
months.
almost
I don't know
there,
anything about
'cause
that.
We're about to be influencers, so
Yeah.
this is gonna
That's
take
true.
us right there.
Yeah.
Anyways, thanks for watching, guys.
Awala.
You guys are incredible.
Thank you, Awala.
Yeah.
Thank you to Awala for sponsoring this episode. We greatly appreciate the way that you keep us quenched.
Can you say they sponsored and they didn't?
I don't know, but maybe if you say it enough, they
You were just
will
talking about manifesting.
do it.
So,
Exactly,
you
I'm
know.
manifesting.
I mean, I did a whole segment on Awala in the beginning.
Thanks, Awala.
Thanks, Awala,
Yep.
for my future water bottle. Next month, I'll be holding my Awala.
There you go. All right. Peace and blessings, y'all.
Peeps.
Stomach is growling. I probably could hear it.